Legend, you know? Very strong, he's very, very fast. And he's still Manny Pacquiao looks like 10 years ago.
Manny has so much experience, that man, he could get through anything. You know, as long as they have the right plan, whatever they do, man, they have that, they'll be able to do over.
This guy is everything I would want to be, you know, as a career, as a fighter, because he did everything, like, you know, with such grace, and he did, you know, hit up spectacular.
He used to be one of the most feared and admired fighters of his time. Now, decades later, Manny Pacquiao is still seen as a boxing icon. Even today's top-level fighters, many of whom grew up watching him, talk about Pacquiao with nothing but deep respect. But what is it that makes PacMan stand out so much? What's so special about this 8-division world champ that still impresses and even intimidates some of the best fighters around? With the shocking news of his comeback to fight Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight title, Pacquiao has shaken the boxing world once again. Fighters across the sport are speaking out, and they're not shy about what makes this old-school warrior so rare. Here's what today's champions are saying about Manny Pacquiao, and why he might be the last of a dying breed in the fight game. As soon as the news hit that Manny was stepping back into the ring to take on Mario Barrios, fans and fighters alike went wild. Social media went crazy. Debates broke out over whether Pacquiao still had it. But the reaction from active fighters? Mostly pure respect. And one of the first to speak up was none other than Terrence Crawford. Crawford isn't one to throw around compliments. He's one of the most dominant fighters today, and is known for keeping it real. So, when he gave Manny major respect, people took notice.
Do you think he's too old at 46 to fight Barrios?
I can't say if he's too old or not. You know, if he get in there and win, then
Crawford straight up called Pacquiao one of the greatest ever and said he wouldn't bet against him, even at 46 years old. That's a big deal, especially coming from someone like Crawford, who usually critiques more than he praises. But it shows how much respect Manny has earned, not just from fans or commentators, but from the top-level fighters in the game right now.
I don't put no limit on an all-time great like Manny Pacquiao.
And Crawford wasn't the only one. George Kambosos Jr. was quick to chime in after the announcement. The former unified lightweight champ, who once held the WBA, IBF, WBO, and the ring belts, has always felt a connection to Manny. From their fighting styles to their relentless work ethic and underdog spirit, they share a lot.
It's surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. You know, he's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything. And you know,
Kambosos, whose roots go back to Sparta, land of warriors, knows exactly what it means to fight with everything you've got. In his own words, when Pacquiao sets a goal, he'll chase it down with everything he has until he makes it happen.
Try his best. That's what Manny, one thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So yeah.
He praised Manny's legendary discipline and said, Manny still has what it takes to win a title again. He added, I know Manny, he's a real one. I love that guy. He's a legend, and when it's time to go, he goes all in. And this isn't the first time Kambosos has given Manny his props. On a past appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast, he called Pacquiao 1 in a billion and said no one would ever top his 8-division world title record. That accomplishment still stands alone in boxing, and likely will for many years to come.
Manny, I know the man that I was sparring. I love that guy. So, but again, he's a legend, and he turns it on.
Another reaction came from one of boxing's most colorful characters, Rolly Romero. Known for his loud personality and big win over Ryan Garcia, Rolly had a funny but real take on Pacquiao's Hall of Fame status. He said, Manny should have been inducted a long time ago, and that waiting this long was borderline disrespectful. And when even Rolly's jokes carry real admiration, you know it's serious.
Able to have an opportunity like that to spar 250 rounds with one of the greatest of all time. I mean, he won world titles in what, 8 divisions?
8 divisions, 13 or 14 world titles.
Crazy.
It will never be done again.
Crazy.
And as much as you want to see records broken, and you know, I want to break records, that man is a one of one.
Then there's Ryan Garcia, whose response was more emotional than funny. Ryan has always been open about how much he looks up to Manny. He once called Pacquiao his idol, saying Manny was everything he wanted to be. But for Ryan, it wasn't just about boxing, it was also about the kind of person Manny is outside the ring.
Manny Pacquiao, he's going to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. He's an inductee.
Wait, he isn't inducted yet?
Not yet. He's an inductee.
Wait. Wait. So Manny Pacquiao is not inducted in the Hall of Fame?
Not yet. What does he mean to the sport of boxing?
No, wait. Y'all just got me fucked up. Wait. The one
in Canastota.
The 8th division champion not inducted to the Hall of Fame. So, well, I mean, obviously now he's about to be.
Garcia highlighted Pacquiao's efforts to help others, his giving nature, and the inspiration he brings not just in boxing, but in life. He's helped so many people, and that's the path Ryan says he wants to follow too. Coming from someone like Garcia, who's very active on social media, that kind of praise really stands out. It proves Manny's influence goes far beyond his boxing career.
Like, that's one of my idols. Like, I really look up to Pacquiao. Like, people don't know, but like, he's one of the people I look at. I'm like, man, like, this guy is everything I would want to be, you know, as a...
Then we have Devin Haney, the skilled two-division champ known for his sharp technique and cool mindset in the ring. Haney didn't hold back either. He flat out called Manny a legend. He warned people not to judge Manny by his age alone. Haney made it clear that Pacquiao's skills, timing, and mindset are still dangerous. He said people are making a mistake by underestimating him just because he's older. And that's the main theme here. Pacquiao is more than just a former champ. He's a force in boxing whose legacy is so strong that even at 46, his return feels like something big, not just a publicity stunt.
As a fighter, because he did everything, like, you know, with such grace, and he did, you know, put up spectacular fights. He helped out his community. I'm trying to do things similar like that, but me, I'm more of I want to give back to, you know, like the younger generation. I want to help.
Nobody knows for sure if Pacquiao can beat the much younger Mario Barrios, but one thing is obvious: the boxing world still holds him in the highest respect. And this isn't just flattery. These are fighters who grew up watching him, who learned from him, and in some cases, were personally guided by him. Manny Pacquiao's comeback isn't just about another fight. It's about showing the world once again why he's one of the greatest of all time. And judging by the respect coming from today's top fighters, the boxing world is watching closely. Even Gervonta Tank Davis, known for his bold trash talk and loud personality, had nothing but kind words for Manny. And that speaks volumes. Tank is famous for calling people out, but when Pacquiao visited him before a fight, Davis called him a cool guy, humble, respectful, and impossible not to admire, even if you're a totally different kind of fighter.
I think Pacquiao is a legend. I think that he's a real good fighter, and I think that people underestimate his skills because he's older or he lost to Floyd. But I still think that he has a lot of store, and I think that he could beat a lot of the top guys here.
So really quick, tell me about Manny Pacquiao coming to visit you. He flew all the way from the Philippines to watch you fight. It's like an 18-hour flight.
That was dope.
He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
Did he give you any advice or tips?
I don't think he gave me a tip. It definitely was fire to have him like come.
Surprise you.
And surprise, bro. That was fire.
And it's not like Algieri came into that fight unprepared. He even admitted that his training camp for the Pacquiao bout was one of the best of his career. He was in top shape, had the right tools, and still couldn't keep up. That says everything about how great Manny really is.
I remember when I fought Errol Spence, and he was the first fighter to ever stop me, and everyone was asking, man, I mean, he must hit harder than Pacquiao and Rusan. And I said, no, actually, he doesn't hit harder than either. They both hit harder than him. Well, how did he stop him? Like, he hit me with a lot. It wasn't the one punch. It was the number of punches that he landed on me that was able to get me.
Then you've got Vasyl Lomachenko, widely known as one of the most technically skilled boxers out there. Loma's footwork is on another level. His speed and smoothness make it seem like he's watching the fight in slow motion. So when a guy like Lomachenko praises someone else's speed and movement, it means something. He said Pacquiao is fast, strong, and yes, a living legend. Loma even pointed out that Manny still moves like he did 10 years ago. At an age where most fighters slow down, Pacquiao is still moving like time hasn't touched him.
My trajectory was so fast. It was exponential how quickly I got from, literally fighting in my hometown to fighting Manny Pacquiao in Macau. It was such a blur at the time. I was just so focused. I think a couple days ago you said that I was like the nerd in school. Well, I was a nerd in the gym too. I left no stone unturned. I trained so hard. I did everything right. I went to sleep early. All my food was perfect. My training was exceptional. I had all the good sparring partners. I left no stone unturned. And that was the way that I was able to deal with any kind of nerves going into a fight. Homework. I did my homework. So I was prepared. I always knew I was prepared for every fight, even if I didn't know what I needed to.
Errol Spence Jr., who was originally lined up to fight Pacquiao before an eye injury pulled him out, also showed full respect. Spence knows the legacy Pacquiao carries. And even though the fight didn't happen, just being mentioned alongside Manny meant a lot. You could tell sharing that spotlight with Pacquiao.
What can I say about future Hall of Famer, legend in the sport?
Only 8th division champion in boxing, and still a champion at the highest level.
And let's not overlook Teofimo Lopez, a 2-division champ with serious star power. He pointed out that Pacquiao's experience is one of his greatest weapons. According to Lopez, with the right strategy, Manny can beat anybody. It's not just about being fast or powerful, it's about ring intelligence, experience, and confidence that comes from years of being on top.
Manny has so much experience, that man, he could get through anything. As long as they have the right plan, whatever they do, man, they have that, they'll be able to do all that.
With all of that said, one thing is clear. Fighters from different eras, styles, and backgrounds agree on this. Manny Pacquiao is one of a kind. He's not just a legend for what he's achieved. It's also about how he carries himself inside and outside the ring. He's earned respect the hard way, from the toughest critics and the best fighters alive. But what about you, fight fans? Where do you place Manny Pacquiao among the greatest of all time? Do you think he really has a shot at winning another world title at 46? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more boxing content like this.